to start off tonight's show by using all of you. So if you now have a drink, can you please put it on the floor, and can you now hold two hands straight out in front of you like this? And can you now lock your index fingers together like this? Can we get the house lights up as well, please? And can you, perfect, and just put your feet flat on the floor. Because folks, as we all know, the one thing missing from all good sketch comedy shows is, of course, the double-handed power wank. But for the purpose of this show, let's just do some hypnosis. So can you now please bend your elbows as well, point two index fingers straight up in the air like this, and separate your fingers like you're making a V shape. Do not cross them over, make a V shape, keep your fingers tight together, and now stare at the gap between your fingers. And now imagine that on the tips of your fingers you have powerful magnets attached to them. And as you now stare at the tips of your fingers, I want you to imagine the magnets at the tips of your fingers are now starting to get stronger. And as those magnets get stronger, now watch your fingers begin to move closer and closer together. And as they get closer, they move faster and faster, getting closer and closer, until they eventually touch. If your fingers are beginning to move, please now say the word yes. Yes. Excellent. You put your hands back down. If your fingers did actually touch there, can you please put your hands up in the air? A fair few of you, perfect. I want to just quickly ask a few of you. This lady, this guy here first of all, what's your name?
Murray.
Murray. Murray, Guy, a few rows back, what's your name?
Chris.
Again, sorry?
Chris.
Chris, and who was it over here that rolled up as well? What are the chances? Right. Murray, yes? Murray, have you been hypnotised before?
Yes.
You have. Chris, have you been hypnotised before?
No.
No. I think, Murray, if it's okay with you, Chris, are you quite happy to help with this? Yes, you are. Chris, would you come and give Chris a round of applause? Chris, can you please just stand right on that spot there for me, my friend, and face the very back of the room. Chris, we need to just confirm a few things before we start. We haven't met before, we haven't set anything up, and you don't know what's about to happen. Good. I'm Colin, by the way. Just look at your hand. Look at the spot on one hand. Just look at that spot. Notice that your hand now begins to move closer to your face. As it moves closer, your eyes now slowly change focus. As you change focus, just close your eyes now, Chris. Put your head down. Just allow yourself. That's perfect. Just sink and float and relax. And just sink deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, Chris. In fact, Chris, every breath that you take, every click of my fingers, every sound of my voice, you'll allow yourself now to sink 10 times deeper and deeper asleep. Anytime I say sleep, Chris, and click my fingers, you go right back into this exact same state, eyes closed and head forwards. But for now, Chris, eyes open. By the way, how do you feel? Nice one. And just sleep. Just stay right there, standing absolutely steady and still. Perfect. I need one more person as well, folks, to help me with this evening. Someone who's quite happy. Come up on stage and be hypnotised in front of everyone else here. Really? If you stand over there, that would be amazing. Perfect. And sleep. Right, this is the idea. I'm going to make an action or a movement behind Chris or Gavin. Gav?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting comfy, Colin.
No, mate, it's not that type of sleep, mate. It's more like Chris over here, like in a trance, like zoned out, like properly, like hypnotised, like actual sleep. Right, this is the idea. I'm going to make an action. You're all going to see the action. Your job is to remember the action and focus on it. So that you all know these guys can't see, I'm going to give them each a blindfold. Let me just grab the blindfolds.
I fucking love being hypnotised. Do you love being hypnotised? What about you, mate?
Right, I can't actually find the blindfolds one, so what I've done is I've actually brought a notepad and a pen. I'm going to write the action on the pad. You need to remember the action and imagine them making it. Do not say this out loud, folks, but action number 1 this evening is going to be this action. Let's make it specific. This action, do not say it, but remember this action. So don't say it, but remember that action. And here's what we're going to do. I think we'll start with Chris. Chris, eyes open, by the way. Still okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good, right. Chris, just to bring you up to speed, I've written an action on the other side of that pad. Now, you don't know what that action is, do you? No, these guys do. Stare at them, and Chris, if you think I'm trying to suggest something to you now, ignore them. Ignore me, ignore us, stare at the audience. Stare right at the audience, do not move, give nothing away, but all of you stare at Chris. And Chris, I want you to imagine you can somehow read their mind, okay? Just really stare at them. If you imagine you can do this, it's like kind of the same thing. Stare at them. Imagine Chris making the action I've written down. Chris, stare at them, just relax. Stare at them, okay? Relax. And Chris, when you think you know what action number 1 is, the first action, I would like you please to make that action now. Yes! Gav, it's all my weight now. Gav? I've got an action written on the other side of this pad. Now everyone has seen the action, they're all going to focus on the action, and you're going to stare at them and pick up on the action. So Gav, really stare at the audience right now. You guys just focus on Gav. Don't imagine Chris doing it, imagine Gav making a move. So Gav, stare at them, you guys really focus on the action. And Gav, just relax, stare at the audience. Stare at them right now and get a real sense of what you think the first action is, okay? Really send it to him. So Gav, when you think you know what action number 1 is, the first action on the pad, I would like you please to make that action now. What's that?
That's what I was getting.
From who?
All of them.
Sleep. Right, we'll do a different action. So forget the first one, we'll try again. Different action. Action number 2 this evening. Again, do not say this out loud, but the second action we're going to go with this evening, folks, is going to be this action here. So again, do not say it, but remember that action. And again, Chris, I'm going by the way. How do you feel? Yeah, good, excellent. Right. I've written another action on the other side of this pad again. You don't know what it is, these guys do. Now, you will be much quicker at it now that you know how to do this. Stare right into the audience, and again, everyone here, imagine Chris making the second action. So Chris, stare at them. You guys really send that to Chris, and just relax, stare at them right now, and when you think you know what the second action is, action number 2, I want you please to make that action now. We've got another action on the pad, mate. Chris fucking nailed the second action. Now, everyone again knows what it is. Do not imagine Chris making the action, imagine Gav making the action. So Gav, again, stare at the audience. You guys really send that to Gav. Gav, stare at them, just relax. Really focus on the audience. And Gav, when you think you know what the second action is, action number 2, I want you please to make that action now.
Oh,
Dance.
I know. What was dance?
Sleep. Right, we'll do final action, one last action, just to finish this off very quickly. Again, do not say it, but we'll do this very quickly. The last action, I think, that we'll go with this evening, again, do not say this. The final action is this evening. So, if you guys can just all brace yourselves. I'm just joking. We're going to use this side of the room. Ignore that, please. The last action we'll go with, make it very different again. The final action that we'll go with this evening, folks, is going to be this action here. Please do not say it, but remember this action. I think this time we'll start with Gav, so that we get a big finish with Chris. Gav, eyes open, wide awake. Gav, one last action, okay, that I've written on the other side of this pad. Everyone knows what it is. Stare at them. You should be much quicker at this, okay? But stare at them. Imagine Gav making that action, and Gav, when you think you know what the final action is, I want you to make that action now. And Chris, I don't know where to wait. Now Chris, one final action on the other side of the pad. We actually started with Gav that time, not to confuse you, but do the exact same thing. Stare right into the audience, do exactly what you've been doing. You'll be much quicker at it as well. The final action, send it to Chris's mind. Chris, stare at them and pick up on what you think it is they're sending. Okay, Chris, when you think you know what the final action is, action number 3, make that action now.